Hello and welcome. I am Dipal Shah, and I want to welcome you here today to our live. And it's live healings and readings with me. I hope you can join me. Please do put in the comments if you are here with me live today. I am so excited to have you here and to I love it. Hello, Articulate the World. I love it. Do you guys like my new background? I just love this. And I thought that this really represented what I love to do and what I share with the world. And so, hello, Facebook user. And can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure you could hear me well. Hi, Catherine. Hello, my dear. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys could hear me well. Hello, Kim. Hello. Okay, Facebook user says yes. So, guys, I'm so happy to have you here. Hello, Bonnie. And I'm just going to look to address something that's really, really important and something that I went through this week. And you guys know we're in Mercury retrograde, correct? Say yes if you know that we are in Mercury retrograde and if you are feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde, say yes. Go ahead and say yes in the comments if you are feeling the Mercury retrograde happening right now. Things are, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so everybody's saying yes. So, first of all, I just want to send some healing to all of you. Okay, and I'm just sending out some healing. Let's just clear some of that energy. Okay, and we're just going to send you some light and love. Whew, and some calmness in your life. Yeah. Okay, but here's the thing. So, first of all, if you don't know me, I'm Deepal Shah. I'm a medical intuitive and a self care expert. I am also an author and a spiritual mentor, and I love teaching empaths over 40s how to become master healers so that they can live their life in purpose and they can live with better health and well-being. Now, here's the thing, guys, when it comes to our bodies, we are very intuitive. Let me know in the comments if you feel that you are intuitive and if you are empathic, because many of you have these intuitive gifts where you have your third eye is very well open or it's somewhat open, but you have that sixth sense. The only thing as empaths is that you feel. You feel a lot because you absorb other people's energy. Yeah. And a lot of you, Trudy says, sometimes. Wayne says, yes, I feel intuitive and empathic. I am intuitive and empathic. Yes, Elena, you are. Alana. And it's good to see you here, honey. What I want to share is that this week, I went through a tremendous, tremendous amount of grief. One of my high school friends who was very dear and close to me, we hung out all the time. She helped me in trying to get on the dance team. She was in my life. She was there all the time. We hung out all the time. We had classes together in college. We hung out and we were friends at that time too. We just had this really great bond and relationship, and she just passed away from a brain tumor, and it accelerated so quickly that there was really nothing that could be done, unfortunately. And last weekend I had gone home to Kentucky and I kept thinking about her. You know, you get those intuitive hits like call somebody. They just keep coming to your mind, but then you don't take action. And then you find out something like this, it's devastating. There's so much sadness and pain and grief that we suffer from. And it's momentary, but it is tough. Has anybody here been through a loss and still hold that sadness where it shows up as aches and pains in your body. Because for me, immediately, my lower back has been hurting for days. My neck, this left side is in tremendous pain, and I am working on releasing it. Today, I found some relief, but I'm still working on that because these triggers, these pains show up. And dealing with grief lasts a very long time for some of us, especially as empaths, because we hurt and we don't know what we can do better or what we can do to manage it sometimes. And you're angry at the world, you're angry at yourself, or you have some guilt. And that's what I had felt for the last week. Like, why didn't I call her? Or why didn't I reach out? At least I would have been able to go to the hospital and say goodbye. But I'm so happy that my other friend reached out and sent me a message saying, listen, Dipal, this is what's happening. And she has passed. And I made it to the visitation, and that brought some closure. That brought a lot of closure. So a lot of times we just need some closure. But to help with the aches and pains that linger, what can we do about that? And that's what I'm here to help you with today. So tell me what's happening to you. What's going on in your body? What sadness are you holding on to that I could help you release? Now, before we get into that, I want to invite Dana D'Angela. She's here with us today, and I hope we could hear her. She was having some audio issues, so I hope that she can help us. I'm just going to look at the comments really quick as she comes on. Hello, Dana.
Hi, Dipal. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can't hear you. Oh, no.
Mercury retrograde. Oh.
We can't hear you. Not sure what's going on with the audio today. Don't worry, Dana. It is Mercury retrograde. We do send you some healing. And our technology some healing. Trust me, I know how that feels. See if you can oh, some other people are saying they could hear her. Hold on one second. Dana, say something.
Okay, can I hear me?
There we go. Okay, we can hear you. You know what? I am so sorry. It was my end that was no volume.
Oh my gosh. I'm very echoey. Am I echoey? Because I'm on my phone now, not my computer.
No. You are perfectly fine. I apologize. Oh my goodness. See, this is what happens. Mercury retrograde, my brain. I've got a lot of brain fog going on this week, a lot of things happening. And so I apologize for that. But yes, everybody can hear you.
Yay!
Including me. So, Dana, we're talking about grief and sadness and how we store it in our bodies. And I know this weekend we are having our online healing retreat. How many of you guys are coming to the healing retreat? It's 6 hours, 7 healers, 6 hours of healing, deep immersion into your body. We are going to be doing so many group clearings as well as individual clearings. And guess what? This healing is like no other. Oh, I see people saying, yes, I'm going. Yes, I'm so excited. I am so excited. If you are not going, please do direct message me or put retreat at the bottom here. Kim says, I didn't know about it. Well, I'm going to put the link right here, okay? If you go to anandaforlife.com/virtual retreat, I will go ahead and put the link here as well. It's online. You could be at home and you don't have to worry about any expenses except your time and committing to being present and being here. Okay. So I can't wait. Dana's going to be there for part of the time, but let's talk, and I'll talk a little bit more about the retreat in a little bit. But Dana, what do you feel about us storing things? Because I just went through this big, long week and I lost a really good friend, and it really brings a trigger to me that at such a young age, at 45, and the way cancer is running our earth right now, it's like a virus in itself. Everywhere I turn, somebody's got cancer, and it feels like there's also this part of a trigger that triggers death becoming a reality in our generation also. Back in the day, you used to see people dying at a very early age, between 40s, 50s, early 60s, and it feels like that is coming back. It's like a cycle.
Yes, and the more we hear about friends and loved ones, or even a friend of a friend, right? It's even if you're not connected to the story, we hear that, and once you're over a certain age, once you're over 40, or oh my gosh, you start to realize, wait a minute, that person's my age or a little older or whatever. And so then we get our own fears about it, and then the am I okay? And so
Yeah,
it's so important. Once you learn about energy, you start to realize how important it is to clear your energy and get your body as clear as possible, because we store everything. I mean, we store thoughts, feelings, emotions in the tissues of our body, also in our energy field. But that the last place things show up is in the physical body. You can have energy stored around you or in organs, but you need to get rid of it, because when it can manifest as into problems in the physical body. So it's really important to get clear, to clear your organs, clear your organ systems, body, joints, anything. Because then, number one, it also helps. I mean, you have a lot of tools in your toolbox, people, right? And but that doesn't prevent you from feeling the grief, but at least
exactly.
you have tools to know how to not trap it, though. Like keep it moving so that it doesn't stay, and you might keep experiencing it. Like if you're in a stressful situation, it's like a daily stress, but if you know how to keep moving that energy out, it's really important. It's very helpful.
I agree, Dana. How many of you started having symptoms after a loss of a loved one? I'm just curious, how many of you have had symptoms show up, whether it's like chronic fatigue, or because I realize these are the things showing up in my body. And even when my grandfather passed away, or my grandmother, or my other grandfather and grandmother, like, I didn't feel this way. It's just interesting how much is showing up right now for me. And I'm curious, is that true for you as well? Yeah, so Facebook user says, yes, I have. Kim says, yes, I have. Um, Thyroid issues. Yes, when my grandson died. Oh, Pat, so much healing for you there. And when my father passed away, Shiraz says, um, a lot of things are showing up for a lot of people, and there's a lot of pain involved. So I do want you to do one thing before we start individual healings and readings today. Okay. I did put the link to the retreat here at the bottom. You can see it, and also in the post. Okay. So please look in the comments, as well as here. It's anandaforlife.com/virtual retreat, because I'm already getting a lot of emails saying you want the link to the virtual retreat. But what I want you to do is tag somebody that could use today's healing, um, that has trapped energy, who has lost somebody recently or in the past few years, and is just having a very difficult time, because this is very important to address right now. You don't want to hold on to this. It's not only painful, but it's causing pain. So let's help you release that, okay? Now, I did do some clearing, Dana, for Mercury retrograde, but do you have a message from the guides for us before we start picking out individuals who would like healings today?
Yes, I absolutely do. And I love this. I love this one. I was using my Ascended Master deck before I came on with you guys. And This is the card I picked. Wait, oh, I gotta find my take charge of this situation,
Oh,
Moses. And this card is about you have the power to heal and alter the course of your situation. Sometimes when we are in a grief or this situation, we lose someone, we feel so out of control. We're just swept in a river of emotion and sadness and devastation and all of that. You can take charge. So, and even if it's people are listening and it's maybe not the death of a loved one, but whatever else you may be dealing with, that feeling of so out of control, you can take charge and assume leadership and really decide what you want and let the universe know. Be very clear in your messaging, in your intentions, and it's important to do that. And and if you're dealing with, and just be clear about what's acceptable, like to you. And so again, if that's a grief
oh, we can't hear you.
out of control, but
There we
just
go.
put some show some love to yourself, and just even if it's in a grief situation, I send some love to your heart, and I know I'm supported, I know I'm guided, I trust in my guidance, I know I will be okay. I accept the love that the universe has for me, and I intend to move through this period of grief with the greatest amount of ease possible. And again, you're not going to not feel it. Of course, we're human, but it's really about say what you want. I want this grieving period to be as easy on my body and mind as possible, and that I move through it. So things like that. That's a little bit of how you can take charge instead of we feel like the rug's pulled out from under us. Okay, I'm taking charge. You know what? I know I'm safe. I'm safe and grounded, and I'm going to, I bring that in every day, and I'm going to be in that love, and I'm going to be grounded to help me move through this.
I love it. Thank you, Dana. I know
Sure.
that's going to help me a lot in the next couple of days as I move through it. Every time you think you're moving past it and you're okay, you're still attached to it because you find yourself and still having momentary relapses of those moments of when you go back and you're thinking about the person and you're like, oh my gosh, and I know there will be a point where we will completely heal, and they will be in our memory, but they won't be the center of our pain in our body. So let's get to some of our wonderful listeners who have been following us ever since we started healings and readings with Dipal. And I love the fact that we can support all of you. And the more people that we can invite to healings and readings, the more love and light that we could share throughout our planet, especially now. So Wayne says, I wake up at 3:30 a.m. full of fear, tuning into uncle yuck energy. It almost feels, Wayne, as if it's like it wasn't a good relationship and something happened either in this lifetime and or other lifetimes with this uncle. So what are you getting, Dana?
Yes, I'm feeling definitely energy from past lifetimes as well. Uh, some contracts, karmic contracts here. So we definitely want to clear this out. Just past pains are at play, past dynamics in your relationship through lifetimes. So let's clear this.
All right. If any of you need a healing for somebody who feels yucky to you and you're seeing that they keep coming into your mind and you've been through some kind of traumatic experience with them or in a situation that didn't feel good, we're clearing that for you too. Okay.
Yeah, for Wayne, there's definitely betrayal in that relationship again in a past life. And
Yeah.
thinking about the 3:30 in the morning piece is, we're very vulnerable when we sleep. Like that's, we're in a space of vulnerability, but also it's quiet, so our thoughts can go to, we may notice things that we don't notice during the day because we're too busy kind of moving through our day.
And guys, this is exactly how how the online retreat is going to be happening, but you're going to have 6 other healers working on you. So it's really, really fun. It's really amazing. It's full of transformation, healing, and shifts. You have to come. Okay, so I want you to sign up right now. There's a ton of gifts. As soon as you sign up, you get put into a beautiful sacred container. Your healing transformation starts now. And if you want that, you need to sign up at anandaforlife.com/virtual retreat. Okay. And if you need to go to dipalshah.com, you can do that as well. And under events, virtual retreat is right there. So there's 2 ways to get there.
And for Wayne, I was cutting cords to cycle through these lifetimes.
All right, I'm just grounding your energy, Wayne. Make sure you come this weekend. We'd love to see you there. Okay, honey? All right, guys. How many of you are liking this so far? Please let us know. We're going to take the next person. Oh, yes. Okay. So Kim. Hello, Kim. I don't know if you're here with us for the first time, but welcome. And you're saying, I've noticed this week when I am around people that are in a negative mindset, it makes me very physically ill, more so than normal. Hey, Dana, there's some clickety noise coming from you, like as if you're typing. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So let's go ahead, Kim, and do some healing for you because, people around us are going to be negative sometimes. And it's really, really frustrating. And it can cause us sickness. That means we need to clear that energy, disconnect the 2 of you. Okay. And what I want you to imagine is you being this open window. Okay. So I want you to imagine this window around you. And within this window would be hold on, I'm trying to get Dana back on. Okay. So around this window would be completely open. When this window is completely open, you don't let energies attach to you. You let them pass right through you. So when you feel someone's energy, I want you to say, I'm going to let this pass right through me. Because there's always going to be negative people because we don't understand the story that they have been through. And it's okay. We don't need to know other people's story, but just know that everyone has a story. Okay. And that's what they're reacting from. That's what their anger comes up from. That's where their frustration and anxiety and negativity comes up from. So let's clear this energy from you and your surrounding. And what you could do is carry a tourmaline. Okay. A tourmaline is a great stone to carry around. Dana, I know you're already starting to clear. So where are you, honey?
I am, first place is her Earth Star chakra, which is right underneath our feet. We have a chakra there for those who don't know that. And, just for the sense of being thrown off your game when you're around a negative person, right? So the more we can open up that Earth Star chakra and connect you to your grounding and to your strength, that helps you just stay strong in the midst of negativity. The other thing I was working on is the edges of your aura, shoring up the edges of your aura, strengthening your boundaries, your energetic boundaries, and helping you with that so that we'll do this for everyone here, just strengthening the boundaries. And, so many of us, especially if you're empathic, have trouble with boundaries and learning how to hold that space of not absorbing everything. So I'm shoring those up for you here. And like Dipal was saying, so that the energy can flow around you, but not through you. It doesn't have to come in to your body or your aura.
Beautiful. Kim, I hope you feel better and let us know how things are going for you. And be sure to attend the online healing retreat. I can't emphasize enough. We only do it 2 times a year, and there's 6 of us healers. Well, there'll be 7, including myself. And all the healers will be assisting me in doing the healings. They are quite powerful. I guarantee a transformation at the end of this retreat. And guess what? You could bring a friend for free. So, not only can you come to the retreat, but have a friend there for free, someone that you care about, someone that you know. Can you imagine gifting somebody saying, hey, I want to invite you to a retreat? And you both get put into this beautiful healing container as soon as you sign up. And then even 5 days after the retreat, you receive healings. Okay. So please, if you need a break, if you need healing, if you need support, we are here for you. And that's why I host these retreats, because it's so important to get the healing that you need. And it brings the community together of like-minded people who want the same for you and who support you. So be sure to go to anandaforlife.com/virtual retreat. And let's see. I'm just seeing what others, who else we have. Okay, Alana. Yeah, my sadness and anxiety get so bad. I get physical chest pains and I can't breathe. It sucks. What are you getting, Dana?
I am, 1 second. Okay, so Alana, yeah. So I want to just clear her lungs. There's a lot of past life energy at play here, being overwhelmed with fear and not being safe. So this anxiety is triggering this feeling in her chest. So want to just clear this. I'm going to one past life in particular, but also working along her timeline here. Just there was a massive shock and abandonment and betrayal in her past life. So this just triggers this sense, and I know that's a normal physiological reaction, but to massive anxiety. But we want to clear that so that that reaction is like, oh, wait, I'm not having that anymore. Not getting these physical chest pains. So clearing that constriction. And the way I'm seeing it is decoupling that stress response through the adrenals, through the lungs, through the whole nervous system, because that it's feeling of I'm not safe. So releasing that I'm not safe and all the reasons why, and allowing you to feel safe.
Okay, and I'm aligning that first chakra for everybody. Okay, anchoring that down into the axis of Mother Earth. Feel that connection. Feel yourself just giving away the sadness and anxiety. Yeah. Beautiful. You're doing amazing. And next time when you get a chance, and if the pain comes back, I want you to put your hand on your chest, both hands just like this. And I want you to say, I feel sad. I feel anxiety. It's okay for me to feel this. It's also okay for me to let go. That's exactly what I want you to do. Okay, Alana? I hope this helps you, my dear. And I want to thank all of you for being here. I'm sorry we didn't get to all of you today. It's kind of hard when we have about 50 people or more coming in and out and wanting healings and readings, but we are here every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. And you can also watch the replay to get some healings. And if you have any questions, please, you can add it here. But if you have any questions about the retreat, you can direct message me Okay. And you can also email me at deepalshah@anandaforlife.com. But you can read all about the retreat at this link, anandaforlife.com/virtual retreat. And I will see you all on Friday. And I really do hope to see each and every one of you. I can't wait to work with you, and have a beautiful, blessed day supporting all of you during this Mercury retrograde. And may the light be with you guys. And namaste.
Namaste.